Sorry for the late start, ladies and gentlemen. I had crossguard duty just kind of plop into my lap. What that means is I go stop traffic while the kids cross the street. Like I said, just plopped into my lap. Like they called, like after I hit the live button. It's like, sure. Zombie, how are you, brother? Oh, coffee, good. So I hope you guys noticed by the screen up and by the thing up in the top window, I've got my poison build up in my top window. And I hope you guys noticed by the tree, I've been kicking ass. Now, I went from the stream we did Friday morning to that evening before I went to bed, I was level 60. That is the fastest I've torn through the content of this game. This build is fucking fun. Oh. So, to demonstrate, we need to go meet Innocence at Kitava's Horns. Yes, that's right. Act 10. I started this character Friday morning. I'm on Act 10 Monday morning. I am level 71. Done the labyrinth twice. Out of the required 3. I want to show you guys. I'm a fucking street sweeper. Like this guy, Blue. Alright, get my shit together here. You can see how this was so quick.
mana.
Yes! Anything that does live past the initial sweep usually dies from poison. And everything I do poisons. So.
This is it.
Alright, this I'm probably gonna die on. Because of that shit. Oof. Bullshit. Bullshit. I blinked out, it blinked me right back. Yeah. I don't think I've ever survived that. And he just covers the entire platform of that shit too. Like I said, I don't think I've ever survived that fight without dying. But, I think even my necromancers died once or twice.
Remember, always keep.
But that's it. Now we run maps with it. Now we try to run a map with it. I've been getting a lot of these level 1 maps. We'll check it out.
You wish to ask me something?
This is the part I've been most excited about. So let's see. Oh my. Get this thing enough health and he's gonna be fun. Yes.
No mana.
This is a fucking blast. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that hurt. Like I said, I need to get more health. The boots I have and the helm I have actually do not have health on them, and they are supposed to have health on them. Much needed. That's the fucker that killed me. Oh, the beauty of poison damage. Zeron, how are ya? I am doing excellent. I am testing my there we go. My map running capabilities on my poison guy that I started Friday. Yes, I am already running maps. This, I don't say he's a good league starter because, well, maybe he could be. If you've got a weapon that does a significant amount of base damage, I would say yes, he could be that good. I don't think anything on this gear is absolutely necessary. What am I doing? This is what I'm doing. I need to keep that blast ring. Set it aside. What MMO are you playing? let's do a yellow beach and see what happens. Shall we? Tier 1 map, but it's yellow. We'll... Ah, you're building one. That's exciting. So I just completely brain farted on what the hell I was doing. Oh. So fantasy setting. Now, so do I. This is, I would like to think, my new favorite thing to do here. Now, I know for a fact, there it is. Alright, take it easy, Zoopy. Thank you for joining me. Gotcha. Well, he died too, so. Well, Trent, how do you know? Because poison. Now, what is... Yeah. I'm a little shy on my resistances. Why am I shy on my resistances? That's why. I'm still shy on my resistances. I do. I do. I'm still wondering. I'm sorry, Xeron. I am still wondering what happened to my resistances. I should have capped resistances or close enough at this point in time. Well, that is why I just don't have capped resistances. I don't have enough in them. Well, I always knew that these gloves were going to be temporary. And this mask. So, I'm not overly upset. I wanted to know. I need a minimum of 30 in the resistances. So...
Low on mine.
Yes! Alright, let's go tempt the boss, shall we? Hey, one-on-one. He's not so bad.
You wish to ask me something?
This guy's fun. Let's do that again. Shall we? Heck yeah. Yeah, my health is fluctuating way too much for this to be anything but what it is right now. So while this is a fun build, I don't know that it's going to be great for mapping. Maybe low-level mapping, but I tell you what, it is still fucking fun. I mean, it is great for clearing out trash.
Low on mana.
You there, a moment of your time. Another day. The malcontent in question is holding. When we improve ourselves,
This is awesome. This is Friday morning's start. It's already done. I'm already running maps. I ended up playing all weekend, contrary to what I thought I was originally going to be doing. But I was level 60 by Friday night. By the time I shut off Friday night, I was already level 60. Yay! Did I DC? Oh, that's not the enemy. That's that guy I rescued. And this is pretty much what it's looked like the entirety of the time I've been playing.
Speak to me.
He is just a bit too squishy, though. Like, I don't know that I can really rely on this build. It's fun, and that's always a good thing, right? But I don't know that it's worth it. I mean, I'm running a tier 1 map. I mean, granted, I'm souping it up all to hell, but I did. Not doing it. It's only it's going to be up for a month. I will say, this is a lot of fun. Alright, now we gotta work up here to here. I would say again, for the fact that this build is built completely off of gear I had in my stash at the time. It's doing all right. I mean, this is a yellow map. This isn't bad. This is...
You there. A moment of your time.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's more optimal gear to go in places and do things and, you know... what have you, but this is fun. See, at this point, I should have just shy of 3,000 hit points, and I don't. Just tears through bosses, though. The damage is definitely there. Ugh. Oh.
Speak to me.
So there you are.
Yes? For freedom.
Bugger me to the depth.
A lot of armor, energy shield, but nothing. I need evasion rating, energy shield. Preferably. I do not have any of my gear Ubered up. I don't know why not. Other than this is gonna take fucking forever, but Yeah, I have that same desire, but it's too easy not to do this. Or too easy to do this. It just makes sense. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Ahoy! Fair winds and calm seas.
Freedom comes to those who fight. Remember, we do this for freedom.
Especially when you've got the stuff to do it. So there we go. That's the best we got for now. And besides, those gloves and that mask is not my permanent end game stuff. Like I said, I'm missing a lot of health.
Not all murders are equal.
That was a rogue exile. A rogue exile is an enemy that is very much like the character you're playing, except it's an enemy. So the orange named enemies that you run into that look human, usually, they're based off of older builds of the game, like, you know, shrapnel shot or when you open up some of the boxes, it'll say protected by a rogue exile. All it is a character-like enemy. That's all. Like, that's a rogue exile. They're typically harder than the rest of the enemies too. Oof, that was brutal hard. Touche. Just double checking my loot. I think my murder rate's pretty successful. I'm happy with that. Douche nugget.
Come to me.
That is so fun, man. That is pretty much how all one-on-one fights go with me. Makes me feel pretty good. I missed a monster somewhere, but whatever.
Speak to me.
So what's the consensus? What does everybody think? Should I put the link of this build in? I should, shouldn't I? Bearing in mind that this is about as good as it's going to get, I think. And, well, when I say as good as it's going to get, I made this build based off of everything that I had in my chest at the time. So, for those of you who have better items, could find a better, or, you know, a better item in their slots, or best in slot for this build, awesome. Go for it. Do it. If you can find a way to make this better, more power to you. Bear in mind that this is, like I said, just a thing. So, we're going to drop a paste bin code for those of you who have Path of Builder. Here you go. Rock on, ladies and gentlemen. Rock on. There is. There it is. This build that we started on Friday morning. No. No, hell no, I'm not regretting anything. Check this out. I've been running maps with this guy. I made him Friday morning. I was level 60 by the time I shut off on Friday. And, yeah. It's a little squishy. I'm not happy with the squish. But
Let me bend your ear for a minute.
Give me more narrow walkways, please. Oh, that was beautiful. I regret nothing. For a build that I put together with shit I had in my inventory, I regret nothing. Those guys were tougher than most. Oh, this is nice. I don't know who would be more reliable. Honestly, I think the Necromancer's more reliable on the higher levels. I love it! I love it when a build comes together like this. So, pace spin, drop there. Yeah, that's beautiful. My banner was covering the boss health. Well, you did see the little health bar above his head, right? You did see how fast he died when I focused on him, right? I have my banner over in the center so you can actually see the modifiers on the map and the amount of minions and buffs I've got going at a specific time so you can see how a build works. The enemy health, little health bars. No! Do it again! Alright. Ooh. Okay, 20. Yellowed. I'm going to be running maps with this guy for a little bit longer. Because he's fun. This guy's fun. And I have to make up for all that currency I spent trying to build the armor. Oh, that hurt. That was painful. I spent like 3 hours just trying to get the right rolls.
Low on mana. Oh my! I got another bow! Robin! Ha! Whee! Ooh! Oh, you know, I love my Necromancer, but for some reason this is more satisfying to play. You and your logic.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is because I'm doing the work and not my minions.
Low on mana.
Yeah, so he missed some side shots. Alright, here, I will do this for you. Eh. There you go. Just squish this down. Let's go swish. Squishy, squishy, squish. That good? You happy? Get to see the boss? Alright. Craptacular ads. Is that better? I could do bottom banner, actually. That's not a bad idea for Path of Exile. I'm just trying to think of why I didn't. Why didn't I? There was a HUD element down there that I didn't want to block. Why? We'll play around with it off screen for a while. I'm not going to sit here and fiddle with my banners. Oh, oh well. Same way. Oh.
You have a question?
Item level 68, item level 60. I can get possibly better rolls off of this. I could also get completely shit rolls too, so, you know, we're going to hang on to this for now. Throw this in the catch-all tab. I'll work on it at a later point. Put my currency away. That's why I was excited. It's a new bow with relatively good damage. Level requirement. I bought them. I bought the stash tab upgrades, so the original 4 you get. I upgraded those, and then I've been buying tabs as I need them over the course of the past year or so. I will be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm back. That was good stuff. There we go. It's a little picky. I mean, it's got to look a little nice. I'm a little picky about it. I should be more specific. All right, so we're back. We're gonna do this again. I am just having a blast. I'm gonna stay out of the heavier maps. I think. I don't know that he can handle being hit that hard. In fact, I'm pretty sure he can't handle being hit that hard. He's skishy. He doesn't have the hit points yet. Squish. Skishy, skishy, skishy. But I'm loving it. I'm a fucking McDonald's commercial at this point. I'm loving it. Yes! I love it. I really do. This is so fun. That hurt. If not Cyclone, what skill would I use? I don't know. Cyclone just seemed natural for a multi-group attack, or a large group attack. I honestly didn't give it any thought past that because it's the perfect skill for it. Honestly, I'm not even just using Cyclo. What I'm using is Cyclone, Cast on Critical Strike, and Blade Vortex. I mean, I'd like to have that turned into melee damage, but that requires an enchantment on this to increase this by 30%, which you can only get that enchantment while from running either the level 68 or 75 Labyrinth, which this guy can, maybe the 68, but definitely not the 75. He can't do Uberlap. Not yet. Maybe not at all. This guy would probably be a low-level map farmer for shits and giggles. Until he gets hit points. And then even then, probably a low-level map farmer. Now, I did run across a build that I think I'm going to pick up and run, or try to build something similar, or take inspiration from. I'll probably just build it until I understand how it works, because that's what I do. I stand on the shoulders of geniuses. We're going to patent it, package it, and sell it. And we're going to sell it. For all you heathens out there, that's Jurassic Park, Ian Malcolm. I am old. I remember watching that in theaters. I don't know if you can tell by my face, but I'm not 20 years old. I'm not even 10 years old. I am the hairiest 10-year-old ever. Oh, guys! Guys! This is not a PG channel! Alright? We don't do that Disney shit here! You're all gonna die, motherfuckers! Ha ha! Killing spree! Oh.
Low on mana.
Do I really want... Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't wanna. I don't have the life. I don't have the... Yeah, just no. Ugh. Bad run with that. It's alright. If you don't die at least once, you're not doing it right. Tree. Another tree. Well, I know. That's why I have the spinny. You don't leech with Viper Strike, and you also don't leech with Blade Vortex. Or you don't get health on hit with Blade Vortex. I think you do leech. But, yeah, no, I'm aware with Viper Strike. The reason why I use Viper Strike is because it actually applies the most poison out of all of the attacks. And this is a poison build. I do. I do. I think Assassin should have that. Otherwise, either life... Actually, you know what? No, I would like poisons to proc life leech, or a percentage of life leech. So the more poison damage you do, the more of that percentage of your life leech that you get. So, like, let's say you do, let's say, like, you know, a life leech is like 10% of your poison damage. Why not? Or even 2% of your poison damage. Just a small amount. It doesn't have to be a lot. That would make the Ranger more viable. Because right now it's not. I could tell you straight out, I cannot find a good Ranger build that isn't a glass cannon. It would make this guy a little bit more tankier. It would really bring up the poison damage. But you don't see a lot of poison builds. And I think that would be the best way to bring it up. I am curious. I just said I wasn't going to, but I'm going to. We're going to do a tier 6 map. Just to see if he can take the fucking hit. I know he can't, but I got to do it anyway. And we're going to run it like I would run my Necromancer, Tier 6. I only run yellow maps on my Necromancer. I don't know about life per hit for poison, because you hit hard, and that life per hit's usually a pretty large number. But a percentage of life leech, I think, would be the best way to balance it. Oh yeah, he's definitely got the damage. And we're done. The beautiful thing about this game and the maps is it allows you to do this. Oh, that was bad.
I need more mana.
Same map as I just ran with my other guy. If you're just joining us, this is my Necromancer. If you haven't seen the Necromancer that I run in action, it's not like your every other build. You'll notice my Necromancer's got great sword. Yeah, well, there's a reason.
When I'm ready and not before.
My Necromancer's actually squishier than the other guy. The reason why she doesn't die nearly as much is because safety in numbers. Oops. So I hope you guys can appreciate the fact that I'm enjoying the build I've got with the rogue, and why I say that I don't see that rogue getting to this point. I just don't think he has it in him.
When I'm ready and not before.
He doesn't have the survivability. And I'm not even upset saying it. God damn it. I'm trying to hit my blink forward button and I keep on popping my Vol Summon Skeleton, which is going to bite me in the ass. I have a tank. It's not all that great either. The damage is kind of, eh. Nice. I will show you. And the short answer is not well. I think that experiment is a failure by itself. I need to revisit the concept and go about it a different way, which is what I was planning on doing.
Speak to me.
If I'm being fully honest. Oh, I did all that without, you know, a whole bunch of freaking damage to my minions, by the way. I'm gonna have to build another one-handed tab. You know what I don't have is Ichimonji. Oh well. Oh, that's an energy shield. No, it's not. It's a circlet. Yeah. Duh. Energy shield. Alright. Tank. We're going to do the beach map. And I'm going to do the same thing I've done to all of them that I've run today. You've seen the rogue in action when I've done this. We're going to do it again. Boop. Again, this character was built with the same rules as the rogue, what I have in my inventory. I think I bought one piece of gear for her, just because it made the most sense. The concept, face tank everything.
Your torment is over.
And then do a lot of damage. It is a concept, especially when you build for it. I know, I kind of want to put Cyclone on it and see what happens. She's a physical damage type character with straight defense. I mean, we're talking 90% physical damage. I have Frostblade because whatever. Sunder because it's one of the hardest hitting physical melee damage skills. We have, in peak combat, we have a 90% damage reduction. We have a, where's my block chance? 70% chance to block. Cap resistances at the time of fighting. Why both? Why not? I don't know. I was putting it together. I don't have a specific reason why I did it. Why are you asking questions? Why are you asking questions? I don't know the answers to them. I like Frostblades in this instance because if they're spread out in such a way as to where Sunder's not an option or a good viable option, Frostblades picks up the... I am really tempted to flip that Frostblades to Cyclone though and see what happens. Sure, I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to follow the advice. I'm not a big fan of this character right now. And to be perfectly honest, I can do better on it as a tank, or for a tank. But for a proof of concept, this wasn't a bad one. Why not multi-strike? Are you talking about the Jewel multi-strike? Yeah, because it nerfs the damage hard. Or are you talking about the green for single target? Because it doesn't do as much damage. That's why. I've looked at the numbers. It's not as good. Oh my god, this... I'm about done with this already. Yeah, I don't know that it's still worth it. Attack speed versus damage. This is... If you have one solid good hit and they die, you're good. There's just not enough DPS behind this character for it to do anything useful. In my mind. Now, I haven't been using my Rallying Cry. I haven't been using my Tempest Shield. But honestly, that's all defensive stuff anyway. So it's one of those... I mean, she hits relatively hard. I mean, for not having a lot of damage parts in the tree, she hits relatively hard.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Just not as good. That's a tier 1 map. Juggernaut, specifically right now. I haven't been able to do much past this. But I want a Juggernaut, and then I was probably going to take either Gladiator or Champion. But it ain't going to mean shit because I can't get there anyway, so I'm not overly worried about it. I'm not a fan of that character. I'm working on her too, but she's nowhere near being able to even showcase, let alone anything else. Yeah, well, and that's just it. She's not great. She's not. I mean, with all her buffs, she's maxed elemental, but without the damage, without the life regen, and she doesn't have a lot of life regen.
Low on mana.
You're gonna see I've got one of those already. Actually, that's my third one, but I've got another one that'll actually, that's rated, there's a build somebody else did that's rated for Uber Lab, and I'm going to pick that up. To see how he's got it working, what makes it work, and then go from there. Man, you get frozen, that's it. Ugh. Common unique is a thing? No, I don't know, because I've never heard common unique. That's a contradictory in terms. Common unique. I am thinking about picking up Valpact Stone. Well, that explains that. That was a freaking nasty in there that I could have taken care of first and foremost. Oh well. Can't win them all. Oh, you're talking about white maps with higher. What the hell was that? Wow, these guys are hitting pretty hard. I'll have to finish this off on my freaking
Low on mana.
my Necro. I will, because this is starting to aggravate me. I mean, I know what the problem is, and it's a bit of elemental resist issue, but the majority of the problem is I just don't have a lot of hit points. I mean, that is a thing. Like I said, we're going to take from the thick juggernaut, which is the build that I was talking about. Man. I think that's the second one of these I've gotten. It's too bad its base damage is shit. Right now, double check. Yep, there it is. Generic melee build? No. I have not heard of a generic melee build. Luna, feel free to use any of this shit that's in the guild chest.
You have a question?
Oops. All right. So there's the character. There is the Oh, you haven't been playing Standard League. All right. I couldn't stand Bestiary, so I didn't do it. So I'm going to finish this off here, and then I think I'm going to start kicking into life nodes. Like this one here. I'm really considering this. You know what? I've got 16 refund points. Let's do it. Let's why not? Let's see what that's worthless, he says. You take Chaos Node, that's worthless. Really? Really? Take poison instead. I tell you a secret. Look at these. Look at these. Attacks of this weapon deal a shit ton of chaos damage against enemies affected by at least 5 poisons. That's all poison. And then it gets even funny. Added chaos damage. More KB, more damage. More damage. And then we got all of that and all that. I love that. That is nice. I wish that would give you something, but yeah, no, I mean, we've got enough stuff that makes chaos damage worth it. In fact, if I don't have the chaos damage, the poison node's generally more powerful than chaos node. Yes, you would be right, except for this build, you're not. I've looked at the numbers. So what you don't see, because I shut it off, is my Path of Builder. Right? Let's do your hypothetical here. Let's do this. Path of Builder. Right? You get to see everything I get to see. Right? It's all right there. That window capture's weird though. Let me fix this here. There we go. Alright, so let's look at the numbers. Let's just look at the overall numbers. And then we're going to go... I'm going to full screen this here. Because I've done this already. I've already looked at all the numbers. We have physical and chaos damage, right? The chaos node. Let's say we take all of that out. You watching what it's doing over here? Okay. We now have, what, 22.5. This is on my Cyclone, but let's go off of Viper Strike. We're at 69, we'll say 70,000. Total DPS of 15,000. 16,700. Right? Or are you talking about this damage over time? No, that wouldn't be it. And you're saying this poison node would do better over the chaos node, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I didn't do that. Okay, so we were at 15,000 total DPS, right? Versus 16, almost 17,000. I know how to search poison, dude. I don't need to search poison. I know where the poison node is. Okay? Total DPS of 15,000 with just that. My poison DPS is 9,000. We'll say 10,000. Okay? Poison DPS is 1,000. My overall DPS is 16. So this helps my overall DPS versus this helping just my poison DPS. Now, if I was just relying on poison, yes, that would be good. For this build, the reason why I'm clearing enemies so quickly is because of my high DPS. My poison damage is just there to kill enemies so I don't have to come back to them. You know what I mean? Yes, it's a poison build, but it's not one that's completely reliant. You know. Now, that's not to say that I won't take all of this after I take this for survivability. this for survivability. And generally anything where, you know, life is concerned. So yeah, at least this node and this node. And I am taking Volpack. I want to see what that life leech is like. The problem is I also want where is that? There's a there's a keystone I also want to have, and I don't think I'm gonna get. Life leech doesn't stop at full health. I think it's a keystone. Yeah, where's that keystone? It's Slayer. Yeah, I thought so. Thank you. Yep. It's a shame I don't get that either. So we're gonna run Valpak for a second and go from there. Just to see. I kind of wish that would stay a default size, but just to see. I mean, I've got the points. It doesn't matter. Keeping all things equal. Or relatively. I really wish that Slayer for that node was not in just Slayer. I would love to have that. I believe we would have it. I am gonna do a fucking Marauder. The more I think about it, I think this build or a build similar to with maybe Bleed on a Marauder would be a lot of fun.
Low on mana.
I like it. I'm not noticing much of a difference, but I'm also clearing this map pretty quickly, so. Although, I am feeling like I don't have to pop a health potion nearly as much. In fact, I don't think I've had a health potion yet. Oh, we will. We're not done with this map by any means. If I'm gonna run a map, I'm gonna run a map. You know what I mean? Too far away. In we go. Eh. 6 1 half dozen the other. I still had to pop a life potion, but not nearly as much. I don't know. I don't think it matters.
Speak to me.
That's nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste chisels. What do you think? Ugh. Pact. The life leech doubled. I think it's a little bit better, worse. I'm asking the viewers, do they think it's a worthy change? Do we think it's worth a damn? I mean, all things being equal, I don't notice too much of a difference. Although maybe I do after seeing that. That was... Whoa! That was a lot of bleed stacks I didn't see. Yeah, exactly. I don't... I'm losing, I think, 87 life gain on hit. But I gain, like, 370 and some change life leech. I mean, my life leech on strike or life leech on hit rate is 612 now on Viper Strike with the, or no. That's without Valpak. With Valpak, we're looking at 1,000 hit points of life leech. Right, but the thing about theory crafting is, and those of us who have theory crafted and built builds before, what looks good on paper is not always good on practice. This build could be complete shit. Easily. I'm lucky it didn't. But what looks good on paper is not always good on practice. That is so fun.
Low on mana.
Shut up. And honestly, the more I'm thinking about it, that other chest piece I've got, which is like a double damage with movement skills, would really, I think, be the better piece in this, or over this. Getting it 5 length is going to be a nightmare, though. I do feel like I'm taking less, well, I'm taking the same amount of damage. I'm feeling like I have to hit my health potion less. So, I think this was a good change. Oh. I'm thinking the life leech was the smart move. I'm happy with that. I just need to get her health, this guy's health up, which means I need to get these re-rolled or better versions of, because those are supposed to have health on them. They don't. We're going to continue testing this. I'm happier with the idea of Valpact. I'm still going to take everything else. But Valpact feels like it's pretty good right now, so. And then I think, what time is it? We've been at this for 2.5 hours. Wife's not coming home for lunch today, so I'm thinking I might just start the thick juggernaut. Now, as far as skills go, I chose Val Double Strike not for its current capability, but what I was reading on Skill Change 4, the upcoming patch, I'm really intrigued to see how it plays out. I read something about a clone army, so like that just sounds awesome. We got do it, make the clone, make the juggernaut. Definitely. I'm thinking, the more and more I'm thinking about it, the more I wanna. I don't have like half the shit I need for it. I'll have to buy it all, but whatever. Like I said, it's not my build. It's actually from EE on YouTube. What does hers mass do? Oh, sacrifice fragment. I still think that this guy, I know this guy needs more health. But once he gets up there with health, that life leech is going to increase exponentially. Because it's based off of a percentage of your health. So I'm thinking that with that done, it'd be a little bit better. Although he still won't be able to do much more out of the labyrinth or anything like that. He's not going to be able to do the harder content. He's just too squishy. But I will say, for the low-level map clearing, I love it. And like I said, I actually don't feel like I have to pop my health potions nearly as much, so... So the vote is to start the Marauder. So we'll start the Marauder. I just remembered I can buy that, and it's not a superior, so it can go away. All right.
Do you think you are savage enough to face the land of the damned, Marauder? We offered you truth, yet still you clasped your superstitious lies.
The dead should remember their place.
I can't move fast. Again, this is not my build that I'm going into. This is somebody else's work. I don't build up to level 90. I don't plan that far ahead. It is not a thing I do.
To see another dawn.
Alrighty.
Be farewell.
Fate awaits.
Stay sharp out there.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing I could do right off. Here to here to here to here. Not there, huh? Up. Well, since I'm using one-handed weapons, I need another one.
Welcome. Farewell.
Alright, cleave.
What little help I can offer is yours.
It's got ruthless. Does have whirling blades as well. Good. Okay.
While we live, we are blessed.
Welcome.
Yes?
I do have that ring.
Farewell.
Well, I have the starting ring. Okay. I don't have Belly of the Beast full worm scale. Or the breaststone. Wait, I might have breaststone. I could have swore I did. Not seeing it. Well, I'll get him. Not worried about it. Let me see here. What else do we need? Hemophilia. Do I have those? They sound familiar. Pretty sure I had them at one point. Not seeing it. So I'm gonna buy most of this because I don't have that belt either. Do I have that jewel? Oops, wrong thing. I do. There's overwhelming odds. Oh. So, that is what we're looking at. We're also looking at a total life of about 6 grand with 1,700 life leech, almost 1,000 life regen, and we're looking at a significant DPS. So, yeah, as far as this goes, I think this is going to be better than both life leech and regen. Why wouldn't you stack your defenses? Let's see what he's got for armor stun duration, unbreakable, life regeneration, reduced damage taken, armor received from body armor is doubled. So, yeah. Armor endurance charge duration, unflinching, endurance charge when you're hit. Increased armor stun duration, unyielding, damage per endurance charge, effect per endurance charge, stun duration, unrelenting, physical damage per endurance charge, elemental damage taken at maximum endurance charge. So yeah, this is this is good. Now, I've already looked online and read the build. The guy, he even says this will never kill the Shaper. It doesn't have the DPS, which I'm looking at this DPS going, how the fuck? So that, but he also says that he can do everything up too. So, okay, build this guy and see what happens. Looks simple enough, right? Do that.
I am surrounded by living corpses, dying Moriathans.
Why can't that skill be used? Only works with axes and swords. Oh, that's...
Greetings.
There.
Farewell.
Alright. Let us go to town and see.
My mana is gone.
I don't know. I'm not disliking the idea of. It is very early levels. I kind of miss my
Dominus
uber
wants me
damage.
to die here. I will disappoint him.
We'll see how it goes. Yep. I'll get it. I mean, I'm not overly worried about it. It's not the first time I've had to do it, and won't be the last. You gotta do it every build. You know. It's a start. I'm not going to continue on, though it is the 3-hour mark. Well, okay, I'm going to continue leveling the guy, but I'm not going to continue streaming. Oh! Oh! So, y'all take it easy. I've been Trent the Great. This is Path of Exile. We are done with the poison guy. Because, let's face it, he's alright. Concept proven. Now, again, he doesn't have best in slot or anything, because why not? But it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I will catch you again tomorrow at 8 Mountain Time. That's 10 Eastern. Same bad place. Until then,